Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? If you have not been to my channel before, welcome. I'm Mike. I like to do streams on like gesture drawing and things like that. I like to answer questions just about anything that you might have questions about. I enjoy interacting with you. That's why I do so many streams. And today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do some gesture drawing, and then I'm going to take I'll probably do like 10 gestures. I'll do 3 of those 10 and create like almost like characters out of them. So yeah, why don't we get started? Maybe I'll do like 8 gestures. I don't want to keep y'all waiting for too long. Let's see here. Sorry, I should have had this situated before y'all got here. So typically, 10. Yeah, we'll just keep it at 10. And instead of 2.5 minutes, I'll just give myself 2 minutes for each. And that'll put us down to about 20 minutes, yeah. Alright. And as always, you have any questions or concerns, please use the chat. Oh, I do need to get this chat over on the other screen for me, though. So I'm not too distracted here. Alright. Are you talking about the other mic? Alright, we'll clear that folder. And sorry, this is the last thing I gotta do, and then we'll actually get started. My apologies. I might not even, maybe if these gestures aren't like the best picks out of the bunch, I might even do my own like poses and just create characters from that. Alright. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Hoop, how are you doing? Oh, what's up, Peter? Alright. These are the first gestures that I've done today. I have been drawing today, but I have not been drawing gestures. On to the next one. This is one I always have a little bit of difficulty with. It's because the perspective's a little strange on it. I need to make this a little smaller. Okay. Oh, also, maybe I'll do 2 character designs, and we will finish the most popular character of all time, the maid. That's why lock's here. So you can witness the finished product of the maid. Yeah, this one kind of just like gets me every time. Particular pose. Guys, I do have good news. Huion is going to replace my tablet, so I'm very excited about that. That one came out better than it typically does. Ooh, I haven't drawn this one before. I don't even remember getting this as a reference. It's crazy. Okay. Mm. Locke, how you doing today? That doesn't seem long enough. Let's see here. This leg isn't visible, but I think I can take an educated guess. Good. Yep, everything's been good with me. I did just miss a call from my boss, but that can wait until after the stream is done. Alright, and then the arm. And then this arm you can't see because it's being blocked by everything else. This is I'll probably do a character from this pose because this is one of my favorite poses that I have on here. And then this arm just kind of pops out here. I'm okay with that. This is also a pretty good pose. You're waiting for what, Coop? Are you also waiting for the maid? Like that. Let me see here. Right, got a billion. All right. That was good news. I just got a new client for my job, so that's good. Definitely in need of clients. All right, so we'll do 5 more gestures, and then we'll start to move towards a more finished drawing. I might do this one just because this is like a, well, I don't know why the stream didn't start. Oh, weird. It was very strange. Yeah, I've been on for 15 minutes. But this is one of my favorite gestures as well. I've probably drawn it, I don't know, 90 times. But hey, how's it going, Coop? I'm glad you're on. How are you doing, man? Doing good, hopefully. You know, the crazy part about even doing this gesture like 90 times is there's still things that I am learning from it. I gotta finish this off really fast, and then I'll go to the next one. All right. I don't know how possible this gesture is, just because like the body, well, I guess this is fine. This is probably like the most extreme body twist that you can get before it's actually not practical anymore. So, oh, yeah, you missed the beginning part. I am gonna move towards drawing her in just a bit. What I'll do is I'm gonna pick two gestures to like complete as characters. I'll finish the maid first, since she's a crowd favorite. And then we'll go into the other ones. I guess she does. I think Coop has decided it's Michelle. Ready? So these are the kinds of angles that I really do want to get better at, which is like more extreme foreshortening. So that's why I've added these into like the mix. I'm just gonna draw, just because crossed arms are take a little bit more concentration. I'm just gonna draw his arms kind of in a relaxed pose here. This is where like your knowledge of proportions comes to play a bit. When you start to get things that are really skewed, so this is like this angle. And when things are going down or up in this like respect, you need to understand your proportions well enough to be able to place the features in a way that makes sense still. Like the hands in particular are going to be about halfway down your thigh board. So just a quick I guess word of advice on that. Pretty proud of myself today because after this stream I would have drawn for about 4 hours today. Got a lot of good work in prior to this stream, so that was good. One thing I want to do with this one is I want to shrink the head just a bit to push the foreshortening more. Other than that, pretty happy with that. Alright, so we got 10 gestures in. I'm pretty happy with these. Let me duplicate so that you can see it a little bit better. I draw pretty light. Yeah, these are pretty decent. I think this one's a bit stiff. It always is when I draw it. This one, I think this is one that I'll use. The main problem with this one is just I think that I could probably bend. Oops, forgot that I did the duplicate layer. I could probably bend her body back a bit just to balance her out. So I'm going to merge those. Sorry, let me. All right. So let's pull up our buddy, the maid. I will quickly finish her up today. Don't have too much to do. I probably will work on the fist a little bit, and everything else is good. I don't think there's anything else for us to do there. So we'll do that, and then we'll pick a couple of different whatchamacallits, gestures, and just do like pencil designs like this. I'll add a face and put clothes on and kind of call it. So let me just get a good reference for the fist and the back view here. I think that's a pretty decent structure already, so I'm not, hopefully it doesn't take me too long. Just need to find a fist in the correct view. Which I seemingly don't have. Yeah, I don't have a good angle on that. Hoop is very excited about finishing up the maid. Love it. Alright, let me get a... Let me see here. I just need to find... I know what to look up if I can't find one in just a second. What I'll look up is like Goku like powering up or something like that, and I'm sure that one of those fists will be what I need. This one will probably work. Nah. Maybe I'll have her pop up in the manga at some point. There's one character that I like kind of mentioned a little bit from last time that I think would be a good spot for her to show up, to be honest with you. Alright, I think I found the reference here. Perfect. Alright. Oh yeah, I had definitely had a very good base. Okay. And again, I'm not gonna like stress over this being perfect. Let's see here. It is a good base. I think I would just move. Oops. Like that. I think I would just move it down a little bit. And then there. Good. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna make my life a little easier and actually just pull up this reference image. Forgot that I had that. There it goes. Perfect. We'll go here. Alright, I think that's good enough. I will shrink it down a little. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Yeah, so now we can just slap on another layer. I'll pull this one down quite a bit here. And we'll ink her. Let's do 6. Like this song just played. Let's do that. God, that looks horrible. Okay, we might revisit that afterwards just to see if I can like make this look at least slightly better, because this does not look good right now. Alright. Let me just erase it. How's Coop, how has studying for your finals and stuff been? I'm sure it's been horrible. As far as like wanting to do it, at least. Hopefully it's not going horrible as far as you understanding the material. Oh, so one thing I will say is you can see, like, I don't know, I feel like there's probably differing opinions on this. You can see that I'm pretty zoomed in when I'm doing my inks, but that's for one reason and one reason alone. It's so that I can use my arm instead of my wrist for long, like, movements and get nice smooth lines. This is rough looking because I didn't finish the fist, but okay, well that's good, Coop. And also, like, I'm kind of, I probably shouldn't do this, but I am rushing through a little bit just because I do have other stuff that I'd like to get done today. But I also would be a little bit more intentional about my line weight and things of that nature if I were really trying to, like, make this character look pristine. I'll spend some time on the face, though. You don't really want to do what I'm doing right now, though. As you can see that line. Well, from... This is the view that you'll see this character at, is at 100. So just keep that in mind, like when you're making very, very minute changes, if you do decide to zoom up like I am. Or zoom in, I should say. And the reason why I just pointed that out is because don't want to stress over details that nobody's going to see. That's like how you end up being really, really slow at drawing. Alright, so finish. And another thing is like, I'm just doing the outside right now, but you want to make sure that you're doing your overlaps and things like that correctly. And making the lines thicker where things are in front of another thing, and thinner as it goes further back. So, like for instance, when I do this hand, it'll be thicker lines than like back here, for instance, right? So you see, like, I did this purposefully. Right now, this just looks sloppy because it's just, I should have spent more time on it. But anyways, like these lines right here are probably going to be some of the thinner lines, and when I do the hair, that'll also be. Yeah. I don't use stabilizer now. I have decided to not do that. For what reason, I'm not sure. I guess I like to make my life harder. Now, when you're doing thicker lines, you can do this one of two ways. You can either just up the size of your pen tool, or you can just draw a little harder if you're already using a slightly like bigger size. Like I'm using 6, it's probably enough for me just to like draw a little bit harder. That's totally up to you though. And also you can start with thinner lines and then go back through and make them a bit thicker if you want. I think that this would end up covering a bit of this, or to draw it correctly. I think that you'll have something like that. Probably, right? And this can just fold up into there. Yeah, I would think so. I would think that there would be at least one that probably like comes up a little bit. Um, so now we can go through and finish up here. I could probably, remember I said I do need to study hair more, and this is exactly why. My brain is like kind of fighting with me here with how I want this to look, and it's because I haven't drawn hair enough for me to have like a consistent like style in it. I'm thinking I'm gonna do, I guess I'll just do it like this. Let's do one big one here. We can have something like that. I think that this probably could be a little bit more bubbly like that. And then Alright. Then we can go in and do some of the facial details. Yo, what's up, Lot? All right. So we have this almost complete. Just got to do the legs. Then we could do a, sorry, give me 1 second. My wife texted me. I'll probably actually just finish Miss Maid here off, and then I'll end just because there's a billion people like texting me and stuff. And I'll probably be able to stream again. This weekend might be difficult, but I'll try to stream again before the week is out. Maybe even tomorrow. I don't think I have too much to do tomorrow. All right. Almost done here. One thing I'm noticing is this eye is a little bit too low, or the other one's too high. A little difficult to tell, but I shall fix that. Yeah, it feels a little better. All right, here. And then we'll get some hair in. All right. Now, sometimes I will like go down in size. I'm gonna try not to. I'm trying to work on my dexterity a little bit, but sometimes I will go down in size when I start to do these like finer details. Just so it like definitely cannot be confused like what's on the outside and what's on the in. But like I said, I do want to work on my dexterity. Oops. Right, one thing that I noticed was that they weren't evenly spaced. Also, I think that I can give her a little bit more of a, there it goes. All right. Quick buttons here. Now we can finish this part up as well. Now at this point, I kind of want this bottom bow to go this way. Probably this one too. And that's just because like the perspective that's occurring. Because it started to shift right here. It goes from everything going this way, then it gets flat, and then things are going to start going that way. Alright, and I could probably do that. Alright, I am actually very happy with that. It looks pretty good. Came out pretty good. I wanted to add the fingernails just because it's so close that I don't particularly like drawing fingernails on characters, but I wanted to add them because the hand is so close it would look kind of strange if you didn't. I do think I could probably fix this up just a bit and darken the line. I want it to be very clear that this is in front of this here. And I'm just gonna go through, since this will be the last thing I do today, just want to go through and make sure all of these like lines that are in front of other things are a bit darker and thicker. That way it's not a there's no chance of confusion. You know what, I am gonna do something different here though. I'm gonna take this and do that with it, just to like give it a little bit of variance here. It was just like, that was such a plain spot that I felt like it was given a little bit too much attention. I know that sounds funny, but just very, very plain area. Okay. The last little bit of detail here, apologies, is going to be this. And then I'm going to loop another line out to kind of match that. This will do. And now I can go in and darken that, and I'll get rid of this line. Sorry, I see that y'all have some comments. Let me get to those. Need to get rid of these. Oh, you're streaming? That's funny. Alright. Okay, so the last thing that I'll do for her, I'm just gonna put in a grayscale for now, and then next time we'll finish up by coloring. But I'm going to, or not a grayscale, I'm just gonna color in gray. I'm gonna duplicate the layer. I'm gonna take a, oh no, where is my, nope, nope. I don't know what thing I assigned to the wand tool, but so I'm going to take the wand tool and select everything on the outside, and then I'm going to actually, before I do that, I'm going to make this a multiply layer, this duplicate. I'm going to apply a filter. I'm going to do the Gaussian blur, or however it's said. And click OK. Go to about 40. And then I'm going to go to this inks and click on the outside here. And then I'm going to expand my selection by about a pixel. And then I'm going to take this eraser and just erase away. And the reason why I did that is because you want the outside to stay crisp looking. And then the blur provides a little bit more of a natural look to it. So now I'm going to go back And I'm going to select the outside again, along with, there's just this little spot right here that I noticed. All right. I'm going to do one more layer. I'm going to keep it, actually, I'll put it above, and I'll do a multiply. I'm going to invert the selection, and I'm going to fill it in with gray. All right. And we'll end it right there for now. I'll probably end up, just because this does actually look pretty decent, like I'm pretty happy with this, really. I'll end up going back and fixing this hand at some point, but we will stop there for today. I'm sorry, I know that I said I was going to do 3 characters, but got a bunch of people asking for me. So I'll wrap up there, and we will finish Michelle the Maid in the next stream, maybe tomorrow. I think, like I said, I'm gonna have a lot of time tomorrow. I think I only have one session at noon, so maybe around 3 tomorrow I'll stream and finish her up. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I hope that y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you on the next stream. Love you all. Thank you for hanging out.